increases in the cities, but also traffic jams, accidents, and the cost of handling those kind of consequences increases in the city, which pushes very many different types of legislations, regulations, deregulations to affect how cities will handle these kind of situations. But we also see that the persons, when you don't own the car, but you start to share the car, the behavior of consumers will change. And we understand that the need of the consumer will be very different if you have a business travel or you have a pleasure travel. We understand that the needs of the travel will be very different if you go for a 5-minute ride or if you go for a 15-hour ride in terms of comfort, etc. We believe or realize that the need will be very different if you go alone or if you go with your family with 2 kids. We understand that the needs are very different if you go with just a hand luggage or you have 3-4 suitcases with you. But we believe that no matter what kind of needs you have, you will require and expect a door-to-door solution. And I think that customers, independent on all the needs they have, they will require the personal experience of the travel itself. The travel, as you don't own the car, it has to be simple to access. It has to be available on request. The travel itself has to be reliable and safe, and it has to be adapted to the needs you have. But it also has to be sustainable and fair. And when you expect a door-to-door solution, you don't, as a user, care really if the first and last meter is electrical bike or a scooter. The mid-range travel can be with a car or a bus, and the long-range travel with a train or an airplane. You expect to have one-stop shop. You order one trip for the full door-to-door transportation solution. We call that integrated mobility service, and I think that ITC China mentioned joint transportation services, and this is what we believe will be required for the future. And as a car manufacturer, being just one supplier in this integrated mobility value chain, we need to adopt solutions where we potentially should recommend a customer to take, instead of a car, go with the bus or the train, for that is the lowest climate footprint travel. And that will be required by customers in the future. So we believe that in future mobility, customers will require a sustainable, fair solution that provides the easy, accessible door-to-door service independent on transportation solution. We are one part in that value chain, but we need to be integrated in the complete door-to-door solution. So when we look at what consequences that will have for sustainability, we talk about circular or extended circular sustainable business model. And I don't want to spend too much time to talk about the, let's call it, generic part of the sustainability business models. Obviously, of course, we ensure that our supply chain is manufactured and distributed sustainable and fair. Of course, when we look at our production facilities, we ensure that we work with sustainable and fair production technologies. Of course, we are implementing recycling and reuse of the components after the vehicle life cycle is ended. When it comes to the products we produce, we are looking into electrical drivelines as it is the most sustainable technology for the moment. When it comes to the interior, we look at eco-friendly materials for interior trims, door panels, etc. But those are generic sustainability strategies. Basically, everyone is looking to handling it in different ways. I want to spend some time to talk more about what we look at, the extended sustainable business models. And that is part of it is that we see that the vehicle of tomorrow will be a part of the power to grid or vehicle to grid systems. The vehicles of tomorrow will produce renewable energy in the vehicle, be self-sufficient, but also over-excessed energy would be shifted back or distributed back into the energy and utility system. So the vehicle of tomorrow will be power producers and power distributors into the energy and utility system. We work with different technologies to decrease the energy consumption in the vehicle while you use it, but also to find technologies that provide the access energy back to the energy and utility system. When it comes to shared mobility and business models, I see China showed a huge increase of vehicles in the market. And be very fair, our ambition is to decrease the number of vehicles in the society. That is the fastest and the easiest way to affect the climate change is actually to reduce the number of vehicles in the society. And we believe that we can do that by significantly increase the utilization of the vehicle. And we do that in different ways. We look in sharing business models where we share the vehicle and increase the utilization with the vehicle that is already existing in the market. We use it by implementing autonomous technologies that can have the car working 24/7. We also implement integrated mobility solutions. One of the most important things is to increase the way we interact with vehicles, to move it from just a transportation solution, taking you from point A to point B, but also to integrate in the society where, for instance, instead of going for a cinema and look at cinema, you can order a car and take a movie pod, moving and using the vehicle once it's not, while it's not transporting people from A to B, it can be this mobile movie solution. We can also see that while the car is not in use, it produces energy with solar panels and send the over-excess energy back to the energy system. And this is a way of increasing the utilization of the vehicle. We also look at different alternative use of the consumables. Once the technology in the car is reaching its economical life cycle, but still works technology-wise, can we find alternative ways of using those components in the vehicle? For instance, when the car battery is reaching its economical life cycle but still works technology-wise, can we find other ways to use that battery for energy storing? It could be to use it in the smart home or storing electricity in the smart house. When the electrical driveline and the electrical engine is reaching its economical life cycle but still works technology-wise, can we use that engine to and include that with solar panels for water wells in the mid of Africa? Those components are something that is extending our way of looking at the circular and sustainable business models and make our contribution to the climate change as strong as possible. This is the extended circular business model from SEFT, and if you have any more questions, please send me SMS or a email on the address you see here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. It's a very interesting presentation about the integration of mobility into the society, in the urban world. Thank you very much. The next presentation is it's the electrical cars. Mr. Zhang Hui, Vice President of NIO. Please, Mr. Zhang.